Can you feel it? The whispers of the pyramids, the pulse of something ancient calling you back. Egypt is more than a place. It is a portal, a sacred key to mysteries long forgotten. For centuries, seekers have traveled here, drawn by energies beyond time. Beneath the gaze of the Sphinx, secrets lie buried, echoes of lost wisdom, sacred rituals and the whispers of past lives. The Nile flows like a river of memory, connecting souls across lifetimes. Within temples like Luxor and Karnak, the energy shifts, igniting something deep within you. Now the journey is yours. Are you ready to awaken what has been sleeping? To walk the paths of the ancients and rediscover your soul's truth? Egypt is calling. A soul's retreat. Will you answer? Who is feeling the calling to come to Egypt?
Oh, me?
Me too.
So I think it would be a good idea to let everybody know, firstly, why we're going, what's going to happen if they come, and how it came about.
I love that idea. And I love how there is an absolute knowing. If you're feeling the calling, you're going to be intrigued as to what we have to share. And when we were in Egypt in 2023, what we felt when we were there, Julie.
Yep, so in 2023, we had a so-called calling again, or a pull, whatever you want to say, name it,
Quest.
Doesn't matter, a quest, a pilgrimage, whatever. And I've always had a deep, deep connection with Egypt. It's so mystical, it's so ancient, there's so many secrets. And suddenly you and I were talking about and how we had heard through, I'd hypnotized you, and they said we would be going to Egypt. And within like 3 weeks, we had 22 people from 11 countries. Just
That was amazing.
to come.
Yeah,
And
amazing.
now it's happened again.
Which
So
was
once
two master numbers, 22, 11 different countries.
and this time it's a master number again.
It is. Yeah.
So anyway, enough about that. So this time we were told that we've got to come again because I was chatting to Michelle on the WhatsApp video, and suddenly my curtain started billowing, and immediately we knew it was Sekhmet. All the doors and windows were closed. We went, what the hell's going on? And then she said, right, you've got to go back to Egypt. I'm going to be channeling to you guys in the temple. We're having a private visit there.
And a private visit in the Giza Pyramid. We're going into the King's Chambers. And the beauty of this next tour, which is called the Soul's Retreat, is we have Syed. Syed has grown up around the pyramids. He is a wisdom keeper. And he is a... Tell us what was said the other day by your guides about Syed. Yes.
So Syed actually reads energy. He can read the entire energy in a human field exactly like you do. And he can activate people. So when we go to the King's Chamber, he's going to be doing an activation of the throat chakra and getting us totally aligned with that energy, that incredible energy in the King's Chamber. But going back to Sekhmet, remember when we were in Egypt and we were going into her temple? Tell them what happened on the way there, just as we were going into the temple.
So I'm going to take us back one night before that when we were in Cairo. Now, Cairo just brings quite a lot of almost unsureness because there's a lot happening in Cairo. And we had a private visit, a private tour into the smaller of the three pyramids. And it was nothing short of miraculous as to what had happened. I used to be highly claustrophobic, and going into the pyramid, I wasn't able to handle, and a friend of mine, Laura, leant against me and she started singing and speaking light language, and it just completely calmed me down. Now that night we left, and I still remember seeing the Eye of Horus. Do you remember me saying that to you?
That's
I
right.
see the Eye of Horus. I see the eye, and I was like, because we were just out in the field. And the next morning, we climbed on a plane early morning to go to Luxor. And that was the day that we went to Sekhmet that you're talking about, isn't it?
I think so.
And we went into what is the seven pillars. And it was fascinating because some people were already in Sekhmet. It's a private room that you go into and you speak to her and she gives you messages. I know this might sound, for those of you who are not sure about being guided by different beings, but she surely does, okay? Like everybody that was there had felt something with Sekhmet. And Jill and I were walking, we were one of the last of our group, and all of a sudden Jill started to just sense something and feel something. And I went in front of her and I said, "What are you seeing?" And we will share that video with you at another time. Do
Because
you remember?
you said to me, for a weird reason, I feel like I need to protect you.
That's right. When we first went in, I said, "Oh, I feel like I just want to protect you." Now, these are the things that happen. You get activated at different temples in different ways, and it is nothing short of miraculous. It is not something to be scared of. It is something that just your soul's guidance will know exactly what is needed for you in every single, like I went into one of the temples, I was like, "Oh, not feeling anything." Like, "Oh, okay." But that specific day, you're right, I forgot about that. I was walking, I said, "Jilly, I just feel like I need to hold you, I need to protect you." She's like, "Why?" I'm like, "I don't know." So these are the things that happen within a soul's retreat, which is what our new tour is called in August 2025.
When I saw what I saw, I think I was jumping timelines
Really?
because
Wow.
I was right there. I was going through all the columns, like in Dendera, column after column after column, deeper,
That's right.
deeper, deeper. And I was there with Akhenaten, I think, and we were there to do some work. And we
Wow.
went right into the pyramid, and there was the all-seeing eye. It
That's
was
right.
incredible. Everything was like just being revealed, revealed, revealed. And then when I stepped straight after that into Sekhmet, and it was pitch dark in there, and I thought, what on earth are we doing here? What is there? And then I saw her. But then she started shimmering, and her whole face started changing. And then she started speaking to me, and I thought, right, now you're ready to be committed. This is a statue. Statues don't talk.
For those of you who don't know about Sekhmet, Sekhmet is an absolute goddess deity, and she's this beautiful lioness, and she has this beautiful, it's almost like a sundial that's connected to Ra, like, and talking about her always brings goosebumps. But she is a deregulator. She brings harmony and peace, but she just kind of is like, okay, if you're feeling unbalanced, like Jill said, she was like thinking, am I not too sure? And remember, you came out of there and you were charged. So she brings that fire inside of us, which is so spectacular. And this is just one of the journeys. This is just one of, well, we've spoken about the pyramid and now we're speaking about Sekhmet, but these are just some of the small parts of the mystical that happens in Egypt.
I almost had an activation in every place, and each was so different. And yet other people were having completely different experiences.
Yeah. And that's the beauty of Egypt. And this takes me to the body of work. Tell us more about the body of work that we've been guided with and through Sekhmet.
Yes. So I was woken up in the middle of the night a few weeks ago. And to me, I was just dreaming. And in the dream, I was busy teaching. And they gave me the entire workshop to teach people who come on the trip about 4 archetypes, how to connect with them, how to get messages from each one of them for the rest of their lives in a very, very simple procedure. And it's like connecting with 4 spirit guides that live inside you, or very wise old granny that's always got the right answers. So simple. And they want the people that come to be able to be taught this so that they can teach it as well and learn it for themselves, because they said the ones that come to this particular retreat are going to be the game changers. And I just found it incredible. They've also given me another workshop to teach all about your portal of light and the pillars of light. It's also an interactive one that they're going to be doing, as well as a lot of journaling, and I'm going to be hypnotizing them and doing regression work and taking them as a group to different timelines that they have been experiencing, and one in particular in Egypt. What about you?
So I'll be channeling the Council of Eight, be leading the meditations every morning, perhaps along with Syed. And for me, movement is key as well, because remember, we're holding on to perhaps old energy that's no longer serving me. So it is very much about the movement in the cells, the movement in our DNA, and that's what the frequencies that come through me from the Council of Eight will bring movement, will bring a difference in you, and a difference in your being. And I love how, we have all these experiences to share with you, and we just never know at the same time, because we have this wisdom keeper, beautiful man who has grown up around the pyramids. And Sayed's also going to take us through a beautiful oil. I want to say like an oil bath, because that's how the last time it was for me. It's like, where else do we put the oil, But he's gonna help us cleanse our chakras, our energy systems, and as Jill mentioned earlier on, he's able to see energy. And this is a transformation. We know that we're in the year 9, and it's a transformative year. So we are so excited for this transformation, and we are calling this a soul's retreat. And we know that you will feel it deep inside. And hey, Jill, we're going to bring the fun factor too, aren't we? Because it's what's Egypt without fun, food, and dancing.
And we're going to be on the River Nile for 3 days, our very own boat, only our group, where we can rise with that sun, do the meditation, get ready for the day. And don't forget that you're going to be hypnotizing me. I'm going to be hypnotizing you, in the group can ask any questions that they like. And they've also got that chance to ask the questions that have been really resting heavily on their hearts, or things that happened to them then that they want to know, why did this happen? How did this happen? When you are channeling the council.
Yeah, absolutely. And I never know. They will open up your Akashic records. They share often what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. So they're very much about truth. And yet it's about, again, and we've mentioned this word, I think probably 2 or 3 times, it's about being activated. And this is what the guidance has been, is how can we activate? Because we are part of humanity. You and I, the I am, we are bringing together a beautiful group of humans. And I'm so excited, Jill, because we have so much fun together. And I really and truly am excited for anybody and everybody that feels this deep within you. And if you've been, had this kind of like, oh, Egypt is calling, listen to that. That's your soul's knowing.
You know how we didn't even know those people that came in 2023?
Yeah.
And yet we formed such a beautiful bond with all of them. And look at them living all over the world, even Iceland. So it really intrigues me to see who this group is. It's almost like they've all experienced a lifetime before. And It's just time for us to come back and have fun together and remember.
Yes.
It's very difficult to try and put words into Egypt, because I think Egypt is a feeling, and Egypt is an experience. It's like when you step off the plane, you can feel the pulse. You can feel the energy, and it's on. As soon as you get there, it is on. So anybody that comes needs to have a jolly good rest before they arrive, because they're just going to be so excited. They need to be ready for the adventure.
So Egypt is calling, and we would love for you to walk the plains with us, to be in the temples with us, to actually touch the walls with us in the way that they talk to us. And we are so excited for this incredible journey. It starts on the 23rd of August this year, 2025, and we finish on the 2nd of September. So please go to my website or Jill's website. We'll put the links underneath here, and register your interest, and we'll be able to share more with you.
Everybody that registers their interest, once they've said, yes, actually we're coming, then we're going to have a Zoom for everybody to meet each other. And they can meet Syed as well, our beautiful Amazing.
journey, our guide, our journey. Like how do you don't, I don't even know how to describe him because he's not a typical tour guide.
He's definitely
But
not.
he's our wisdom keeper, and he's walking the journey with us, and he does it from a place of love. So that's the beauty of what we want to share too. Have a wonderful day wherever you are in the world, and we look forward to seeing you again and joining us on this tour.
Thanks,
In
guys.
Thanks
Cheers.
so much. Bye.
Cheers.